It is a beautiful day, but it's very hot. Sheesh. Um, yeah, I want to speak about something, and it's very tricky. So, I want to speak about body shaming from a perspective that probably most of you have never actually thought of. Um, and one can only truly speak from their own experiences. Now, body shaming is never actually intentional, I believe, especially when it comes to skinny people. Um, I just think that people are, at times as people, we are envious of other people. And I feel like people are envious of skinny people sometimes. And when that happens, it seems as though they are, they are complimenting a skinny person with words such as, "You're so skinny. Oh my gosh, you're so skinny. Oh my gosh, this and that." As if to say that if you are skinny, you have an issue. And that has been a problem to me. And I'll interview someone and dig deep into this because as a skinny person, you always just feel like you have an issue. Yes, so simple example. I always look for my size. Every shop that I go to, there is either a size that is too small or too big, or a size that fits me, but by my waist it doesn't fit me just right. And I also have these problems that people seem to believe are problems for people that are a bigger size than myself, for example, or things like that. But the reality is that as a skinny person, I struggle to find my size for jeans, especially. I mean, these jeans that I'm wearing, they are the right size. And comments such as, "You're so skinny for a black girl," like as if that's an achievement of some sort, or that is a disability of some sort, when it really isn't. So body shaming comes in all shapes and sizes. And if my theory is wrong, then let's not call it body shaming. Let's call it a specific size shaming. So a big body shaming. Let's call it big body shaming and not body shaming.
Okay, so growing up, I was really skinny. Like I was 12 and I would wear like 9 to 10 jeans because I was really skinny, or like 8 to 9 jeans because I was really skinny. And I remember this one time I went to a friend's house and her whole family was there and everything, and they were just constantly telling me how I don't eat and I'm so skinny, and I'm so skinny because I didn't eat, and it made me feel like there was something wrong with myself. And I was just like, why am I so skinny? And so like I'm not as skinny now, and so like when I gained weight I felt like really happy. I was like, okay, yes, now people won't keep calling me skinny, people won't say to me that I don't eat and stuff like that. But it's just still a struggle, like even with clothes and stuff, sometimes a struggle to find something that actually fits you, and people don't acknowledge that. And I feel people just think that small bodied people have it easy, that when you get to the shop, the first thing that you see there is automatically going to fit you, but that's actually that's not the reality of it. And I think it's important that we actually shift our perspectives, and small body people do matter too, like they really do matter too, and we also face struggles, but it's not accepted by society. It's weird. And with guys as well, they like thick girls now, and you're just like, okay, I'm not skinny, like I'm not model skinny, but I'm not thick as well, like I'm just there. And so it's really weird. And the other day I was actually reading Half of the Yellow Sun by Chimamanda Adichie, and one of the characters there is really skinny, like really skinny. She describes her collarbones sticking out and her being like tall and slender and stuff, and how it's not viewed as the typical African body. And by people that are African, a typical African body is someone that's like curvaceous and that has like meat that's full, you know, and small-bodied people, small-bodied black women to be specific, don't really know what category to fit into because we're not part of the typical African woman according to society standards.
So as a skinny person, people feel like they are allowed to or obliged to treat you however in the name of like complimenting you or something like that. Look, I grew up feeling so terrible about being skinny because everywhere I went, from family gatherings to friends parties and all of that, where people just thought I wasn't eating, and it's as if I had a disorder and I would feel so bad for not even eating. If, for example, I did not feel like having a meal at a specific time, I feel so bad because people will be like, but why aren't you eating? Because you can actually eat, you know, like you can afford to eat, like it's a luxury to eat. Like what the hell? Anyways, people made it seem like it was a luxury to eat, and if I didn't eat, then I'm being ungrateful for having such a luxury. What I've now realized though is the fact that people are very oblivious to the things that they say. Look, it's not easy for a skinny person to exercise. This is the reason why I can't exercise, because in my mind I have this major fear of, look, what if I lose weight? And I've been jogging, and that jog has resulted in me losing a bit of weight. Plus the braces and my new diet, whatever it was. The point is that it's not easy to find yourself losing weight because you're trying to be healthy. Because then you know that the first thing that someone who sees you will say is, oh, you've lost weight. And to other people, maybe that is a compliment, that is something to be grateful for, like, yeah man, I've lost weight. But if you're not wanting to lose weight because of how society treats you after you've lost weight, what do? You then want to like reverse the whole process, and then you've struggled to actually keep healthy, because you keeping healthy results in you losing weight. And granted, with diets and all these things that are put in place now, you can work around it, but it's very tedious, it's very difficult, it's not easy. Just like people struggle with losing weight, I struggle to put on weight, and people then assume that that's like a first world problem kind of issue, when it really isn't, where it's such an issue. But hey, and far be it for me to even believe that like my body is, you know, great, when even now like guys will go for girls that are thick, not skinny, thick. I come from KwaZulu Natal, and girls that are bigger and that are curvier and have like big curves and like big butt, all of that, they are seen as being more attractive. And skinny girls, it's like they're the black sheep of attraction. And the problem is with all of that is that you find yourself trying to gain weight, and that was me throughout my childhood, trying to gain weight because everyone around me would be like, oh my gosh, you're so skinny, oh my gosh, this and that, oh my gosh. And then there was a period of time where I gained so much weight, and that was obviously through puberty and just eating so much, like uncontrollably eating. What contributed to that was this need of mine to feed into this, what became an insecurity of some sort. And I fed into that, literally, physically fed into that by eating a lot. Then I gained a lot of weight. Then I was fine. I was like, yes, yeah, I was there. So I traveled to Durban a lot. And then every time I went to Durban, guys would be like, oh, damn, you're fine. And all of that because of my weight gain. Then fast forward to high school and stressed, or when I'm studying and I'm focused, I'd rather finish what I'm doing before I eat, because to me eating is a distraction when I'm doing something. So I can't study and eat is like, whenever I eat I can taste the ingredients and I'm trying to think, ooh, that is salt, that is, I don't know, that's lemon, that's, whew, just thinking of food makes me so happy. So the thing is, when I'm eating, I need to be focused, because eating itself it's a hobby. I am a foodie, so I need to eat by itself. So anyways, so fast forward to high school, lost a lot of weight. Felt so bad about it because I was asked, like, are you okay? Are you healthy? Like, what's going on? And that time, mind you, I would test my BMI and all of that, and I found myself thinking to myself that, you know what, you could be unhealthy. But every time I went to check, I found that I was the perfect weight for my height, for my age, and all of that. And according to my BMI, I was very healthy. But that didn't change anything. So the report itself was like useless, because other people's report was, you've lost weight, and it was hectic. Now there's this belief and this notion that, you know, when you're skinny you can eat whatever you want and not gain weight, and that is a pro, yes, but I think if people understood that being skinny has its own struggles, we'd all be more mindful about what we say and how we say. Being skinny means that you are constantly asked, are you hungry? Have you eaten? Not because people care, but people are worried that you actually haven't eaten. Like you're starving yourself, like you are trying to not eat constantly. And then people have the nerve to actually say that you look hungry, because now hunger has a look, it has a size, someone who is a certain dress size. Something needs to change, and if it doesn't change, then humanity, shame on you, shame on you. All just, I think, renew our minds on how we interact with others. You can't just assume that it's okay or feel like we are justified in the comments that we say because, well, it's to a skinny person. They need to eat anyways, like they don't eat. Like you don't even understand their diets. You don't understand what goes on behind closed doors. And I trust me, people that are skinny struggle with a lot of things, and they do feel insecure about their bodies. It's a fact. Living in a time where everyone feels like they're entitled to an actual opinion about people. The Bible does speak about how what you say should build someone up, you know, that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. So before you make your comments on skinny people, think how it's gonna make them feel. Just food for thought.
Yeah.